Hi, listener. This is From Ideology to Unity, a spiritual journey where we let go of ego and ideological doctrine in favor of meaning, purpose, and unity as a whole. So, I was looking at the first few lessons from A Course in Miracles, because there's a workbook section where they have lessons, and then there's a main text beforehand. So, first of all, it was talking about how, you look outside, you look at objects in the room, what's around you and then further away. And you basically it's the idea that they don't really mean anything, and that the meaning that they do have, you put that there. And there's even the next one is that you don't understand any of it. Not really. Now, you might have paltry knowledge about how it works, and you might have learned things about science and about how, like, you see a building over there, maybe a tiny bit of tiling, and a bit about how life grows. But think about the sheer complexity and depth of those things, even the simplest things like pens. And how much do you really understand these things, right? Maybe it's more humble and realistic to say that you don't understand them, and to clear these associations so you can make new associations. Maybe neurologically that's healthy too. And that seems to be what was said in one of the lessons. But the next one was interesting because it was, your thoughts don't have any meaning. And I had this thought, or maybe I was given this thought, that there's not really much of a difference. There's not really a difference. When you observe things in external reality, so to speak, like a tree outside, a book, the floor, a rug, a bin, a chair, a computer, a phone, right? When you observe these things, there's not really any difference between that and observing thoughts. Now, you might, if you're used to the idea of meditation where you observe yourself and observe your thoughts and observe your feelings, that might not seem so strange. And it's not to me, but I don't know, something clicked. This idea that it's literally, there's not really a difference. In a sense, just as the external world is a simulation, the ego's world is a simulation. Mentalism is the principle by which we create our own reality, and this applies to our subjective reality within, not on the soul level, but on the ego level, on the level of thoughts. Now, I will clarify something. Not all thoughts are ego. It's just that when people, a lot of the time on Earth, as things stand, people are very much stuck in ego, and so a lot of the thoughts are. The more you clear ego, the more thoughts are purer, I suppose. More logos, the term, is supposed to refer to thought. And the idea is that in the law one, all of reality was created from the original thought. So thought is very important. And in fact, that's why so many issues happen, is that our thoughts create negative reality when our thoughts are egoic and negative. And the more lies we tell ourselves, and the more we build our identities on those lies, i.e. what our ego is, this is what it talks about in A Course in Miracles, the more we're creating a negative reality for ourselves, and then we're knocking into other people who also create a negative reality of themselves, and bouncing negativity off them, and developing negative karma, and it's a mess. And we've been doing it for thousands of years, and there's so much fear and shame and guilt and negativity and trauma on Earth at the moment. And it's being healed, though. It's being healed with the awakening. And a lot more coming to the surface, and that's why we're seeing so much kind of chaos going on. But if we keep in mind that our thoughts are just as much a construction, just as much a simulation as all these things around us, then we can keep in mind that we can simply observe it. We don't need to be so attached to it. And even when they're really negative, they're not ours. We're just observing. Now, we may have created it to some extent, but that doesn't mean it's us. We may be attached to it, but maybe that's the problem. In fact, we can even be loving with ourselves for observing these negative experiences. But suddenly, if we get guilty over negative thoughts, negative thoughts we have, that's not helping. So honestly, I don't have much time right now, and as much as time makes any sense, really. I've got to get it going, and I think I've said everything I wanted to say in this. So don't get too attached to negative thoughts, your thoughts in general. Remember, it's all part of the simulation. It's all a simulation, man. No, really it is, though. So, and you are the one. You're the one, and you are one with it all. And the one, of which we all are one, co-creates all of this, all the thoughts, collectively, humanity as a collective, and beyond humanity as well. It's all these souls as one source create this simulation, this holographic reality around us. The true reality is the divine within, the spirit bodies, which are one anyway. So, yeah. Be loving and kind to yourselves. Be true to yourselves, including the negative energy that you've allowed to go up inside of you. And yeah, keep up with the inner work. You're doing well, and probably better than you realize. And I guess bye for now, since I haven't really got anything else to add. So bye.